Welcome to Redesigning the Undergraduate Experience, Academic Departments and Programs. In this micro-lesson, we will examine key principles and frameworks for designing, organizing, and delivering a curriculum that creates an undergraduate experience where students experience significant learning, intellectual, emotional, social, and moral development, success and achievement, connections to the institution and commitment to learning, and opportunities for reflection and meaningful interactions. Academic department members can utilize and apply the following principles to design the curriculum. 1. Identify the different student populations the department serves. Many departments serve different student audiences, including general education students, students enrolled in major or minor courses, and students participating in co-curricular or extracurricular activities for the department. Each of these audiences has different needs, expectations, abilities, motivations, and learning goals. It is important for department members to be clear about how the department will serve each of these student audiences and fulfill the mission and purpose of the department or program. 2. Identify desired student outcomes for each student population. A critical step for building or redesigning the curriculum for an academic department or program is to identify the desired student outcomes of the program for each student population. Desired student outcomes are broad statements that describe what the student should know, feel, value, or believe, and be able to do at the completion of this program. Curriculum designers use the process of backward design to define the desired student outcomes of a program. To promote the holistic development of students, it is important for designers to identify desired student outcomes in the 3 learning domains. The cognitive domain focuses on the student's acquisition of knowledge, where students develop the knowledge and intellectual capabilities to understand definitions, concepts, models, theories, relationships, and arguments. Effective learning incorporates students' willingness and motivation to understand, review, examine, defend, support, and practice values, and soft skills and behaviors such as care for others and teamwork. The psychomotor domain involves the development of students' intellectual, technical, artistic, physical, and manual skills. Examples include operating equipment, building websites, performing technical procedures in a lab, or developing a financial model using Excel. Curriculum developers, instructional designers, and faculty often use Bloom's taxonomy as a guide to identify desired student outcomes and write learning objectives associated with each of the 3 learning domains. Once curriculum developers identify the desired student outcomes, they use their subject matter expertise to identify the scope of the curriculum. The scope of the curriculum is the range of subjects, content areas, and topics to be included in the curriculum to help students achieve the desired outcomes. This is sometimes referred to as the breadth of the curriculum. Designers then identify and define content standards for each content area. Content standards describe what the student should know and be able to do for each specific content area. For each content standard, a series of learning objectives are developed. These learning objectives are specific, measurable learning goals that will help the student fulfill the content standard. After learning objectives are established, many programs establish performance standards which describe how the student will demonstrate their achievement of the learning objectives and desired student outcomes of the program. Department members can create powerful educational experiences within their department and program by building the curriculum using curricular structures and frameworks such as desired student outcomes, curricular scope, content standards, learning objectives, and performance standards.